This is Dust Town, which is a new Ponytown custom server, which actually, as it turns out, is an official custom server. It is actually officially supported. It is not one of those sketchy ones that appear for like a week and then disappear forever. Now, that being said, I'm not honestly super confident how long this will last, but we'll see. But the About page, of course, will show you the development team. We have Videli here as the programmer, the project lead. Then you have Lord Prim, who is the lead artist, Varon, who is the musician, Metal Hell, who is the artist and animator. And this is hilarious to me, and I don't know what this is. I don't know why this is the way it is, but their moderation team is just Pony, who is an admin. This is really weird, and again, another concern I have for Dust Town, because it looks like it doesn't have a strong moderation team, and I guess that's fine because it's really new and there's not really a whole lot going on, but the fact that their moderation team almost feels like it's non-existent, especially since the person who's supposedly moderating everything is literally just named Pony, is kind of weird to me. That's just something that I have a little bit of a concern with. Now, again, that could mean anything. I'm just here to show you guys the server. So let's go to characters next. If I add on to a body pattern or something like that, let's say I get these stripes right here, I can actually add an extra body pattern. So I can actually layer extra body patterns. And of course, there are some new ones, such as this one right here, and this one, and this one. Almost looks like paint has like splattered on your chest or something like that. Could be used for some blood or something like that. Maybe if you're making like a Skella or something like that. Then of course, for the legs, they actually have changeling legs, which is pretty cool as well. And of course, there is a bunch of other features and things like that too, like a cracked alicorn horn. One thing that I like about this too is that it kind of, the horns, I guess at least, kind of tell you what they are, which is kind of crazy. The horns and the wings and stuff like that as well. There is like, this is something I've always wished Ponytown would do, where like if I hover over a certain main or something like that, it would just show a number so that if I wanted to share the character to something, I could just be like, oh, I used main 26, and then if they wanted to use that same main, they wouldn't have to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you know, so on to 26. They could just go, okay, 26 is right here, because they would have a 26 next to it or something like that, right? Now, Ponytown isn't doing that, and this game isn't doing that either, but they do at least have something names like Bumpy Kieran Horn and Long Unicorn Horn and stuff like that, so it's kind of an interesting thing there. Now, of course, there is some unique tails and things like that here as well. Some unique face patterns, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, there's some unique face patterns and things like that here. There is a lot of original stuff here if you guys are looking to make really cool characters. We got some space helmets and cracked versions of those helmets. We got straw hats and weird top hats, and there's just so much here. There's a lot of original stuff here, and of course they have the extra accessories like the pony plushie and all that other stuff. So trust me, it is worth your time just for that, just like how Ponytown is and things like that. And you can always take a screenshot of it or something like that, or save an image of it by clicking this button like you can in other servers and stuff like that to get an image of it so that you never truly lose it. But that's pretty much it for the customization side. I'm actually going to cut straight to me in the game on the English server, and we're going to explore it, get my first reactions to it and stuff like that. But in between that cut, I'm actually going to be making a character here, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. One more thing that I forgot to mention is that the base color, and most of the colors at least, you can actually change the opacity of these things, which is actually something that people have wanted for a really long time. So for example, if I wanted to just not have legs, I could take this color right here, make that go away, and now I just straight up don't have legs. This is something people have wanted for a really long time, and again, is something else I'm a little bit cautious of because this has not been a feature in other servers, or rather not in the main game, Ponytown, for a reason. This is maybe going to be bad. We'll just have to wait and see what happens with this. But either way, the feature is still kind of cool, and it is something that people have wanted for a while, so I'm sure you guys will have a lot of fun with that as well. For now, I'm just going to go with a pile of moss to name this character because I have no idea what to name him. If you have any name suggestions, throw them in the comments. But for now, let's jump into the game and see what Dust Town is like. Man, it's weird to say that because it's been forever since I've done any kind of video on custom servers and stuff. But anyway, get rid of the chat here. Oh, there's some kind of apple symbol up here? What the hell is that? Oh, shit. Okay, there's a bunch of weapons and stuff. Kind of like Ash's Town, yeah. It's got a sickle and a shotgun and all kinds of weapons. Ooh, a red harpoon. That sounds cool as hell. There's food. Wait, it says theirs will be items description. What? Medications. Why is beer under medications? It's not medication. No, you're not supposed to combine those. Miscellaneous, grenades, ropes. I don't know what these are because it's in Russian for some reason. Pencil, spunk bob, spunk bobby. What are you doing? There's cups and spike of grass. These are books of some kind, but they're also in Russian for some reason. So I'm curious, it says take item. Can I just take this item and then close? Holy shit, I can. Can I do anything with it? It doesn't look like it does anything. There is actions for attacking. Let's take a look at the actions. Where was that at? Abilities? Telekinesis attack? Telekinesis? Attack? It just says fruit, mutant fruit, mutant fruit, stub of fruit. What are these fruits, bro? Okay, I have magic on. I still can't use, oh, I can use it. Holy shit, I got telekinesis. That's actually kind of cool as hell. By the way, I made my character have invisible wings so I can fly even though I don't have wings. So even though this was grayed out, I probably still would have been able to shoot maybe? I can't eat it by pressing E. Is there an action for that? Weird, I can't seem to eat. I can nom. Well, I'll just keep this banana around with me and we'll see what else we can do. Oh, wow, okay, yeah, so it'll just have those two things in chat every time you talk. That's kind of interesting. I don't know exactly what you would do with that, but if you wanted for some reason to say like a 3-letter word or like a 3-letter word or a 3-letter number or 3 symbols at the end or beginning of every text that you send, you can do that for some reason. That's interesting. I don't know how useful that is, but it's certainly interesting. I can add a space between them as well. So if you wanted a space, for example, if I wanted to be like out of character, for example, and then, okay, and so whenever I say like words, it always says out of character words. However, you would have to go to your settings and remove it every time you want to then speak in character, you know what I'm saying? So it's a weird thing. I'm sure somebody could find something with that. Filters, controls, disable advanced touch HUD. Okay, there doesn't seem to be any other controls here. For some reason by default, this is really weird, but for some reason by default, the music is just muted because I've never played this before. I've never been on here before, so it's just muted for some reason. Let's turn this up. I hope this is all copyright free. That's not bad. That sounds pretty cool. I like that. It's got a good vibe to it. Let's go to next one. Twilight Bane. That doesn't sound too bad either. There's a dude here for some reason. Samurai looking. They stabbing me with a knife. Oh. Okay, I like this. Remnants. I feel like I've seen that somewhere before. Remnants sounds pretty good. Duskfall? Okay. Alright, I can vibe with it. Torn? Let's see. Torn? Hello? How is a pile of moss screaming? Yeah, Torn doesn't seem to be playing any music at all. Like, on my end, I'm not hearing anything. Let's skip it. Rebirth? I may have just glitched out the audio in the game, to be completely honest with you, because it doesn't seem to be playing any of the sound. No, because it's playing Twilight Bane. So some of this, that may be why it's, hang on, wait, let's meet that again. That may be why it's muted by default in the game, because some of the sounds just do not have actual music to them. That is so bizarre, right? That's so bizarre. The music, I guess, just isn't finished, but they have the right to the song, I guess? Like, Rebirth just isn't, there's no sound to that. Why is that in the game? Why do you just have muted soundtracks? That's so bizarre. Anyway, let's check out this dude. Can I do something about this? Can I attack him somehow? Is that possible? I can't hit him with my banana. Anyway, we got the, oh, I can run with space. Okay. Yeah, I can run with space. I am a little bit upset that oh, hang on. How much can I zoom out here? There's no mini-map either, which is unfortunate. I do hate that I can't center the camera, but that's just something that other custom servers just don't have for some reason. Can't do anything with this. There's slot machines? Hang on, this is just a casino. Oh shit, they got a gun. They're robbing me. You never have my banana. Yeah, run. You better run. They got blood jars and stuff. 10 out of 10. Okay, that was the bar. Can I get on the roof? There is a ladder. Maybe if I'm flying. Oh, that would be kind of cool if you could. They are shooting each other. How come I couldn't shoot when I had my gun? Pew, 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 pew. Now, can I telekinesis this and then attack with it? No, it doesn't seem like it. But I can't attack with melee anyway. Am I dumb? Am I doing something wrong? Okay, is it just some of the weapons? Like how the music is some of the weapons? Oh shit, wait, I got 2 weapons now. Oh shit, that might be a bug. I may have already found a bug. Hang on. If I remove my telekinesis now, what happens to that weapon? Oh, it just swaps them. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's so cool. I'll drop that and then re-equip this and see if I can attack with it. I can't seem to, bro. What is going on? Holy shit, look at the size of that bug. Can I attack these guys? I can't seem to attack at all. That's kind of sad. Oh wow, they just did not connect these very well. There's a map error for you guys. I'm finding map errors for you. Here's a barn. Can I go in here? Do anything with it at all? Interact with it? Can I go in from the side somehow? What is this? Oh, a dead end, and it's fenced off for some reason. Looks like it goes off into a desert. That'd be so cool. Here is another building of some kind. Can I go in here? Oh, I can. Oh shit, Pip is in here. Pip pedals. I can't believe it. I would say that you might want to put something like on the bottom or at the top of these shelves just to kind of separate these shelves because they almost look like just one really tall shelf. This thing looks really cool. As expected, you can't really interact with anything. Here's something interesting. It looks like oh, it's not a map. It's a horse, an evil horse. Oh, and this is another map error for you, free of charge. I found you. There you go. Oh wow, yeah, they kept the OG river with the bridge. That's crazy. Like that's I think it's in the exact same spot as it is in the main game. That's crazy to think about. Yeah, and then these benches are in the same place, so they haven't changed that yet. And then this is the lake. But then they modified the lake to be smaller. Here's another building. Can I go in here? Oh, what the fuck, I can. Oh, hang on, wait, I think I'm on the party island now. They have some interesting, unique items, like cacti and little mushrooms. That's actually another cactus, I guess. Wow, there's so many cactus. Holy shit, there's so much cactus. Oh my god. Why is there so much cactus? Oh, it's because they have like flipped versions as their own. Why was there just a random box of lanterns here by default, by the way? That's kind of weird. No way, they got a robot owl. That's so cool. What is he flipping out about? What's happening to him? I gotta place him down and see what he does. Why is he flipping out? Oh, I guess because it's playing his whole animation like over and over again super fast for some reason. Oh wow, you can place like the enemies and stuff that are on the main map. Oh my god, look at this boy. Yeah, for some reason the preview is playing the animation way too fast. There's another bug for you. Found it free of charge. No need to thank me. Bones 53. Why does it go bone 4 and then bone 53? There's just a corpse. There's just a bloody head, bro. What the fuck? There's just dead bodies. You could just place dead bodies on your island. Guys, there is so many objects. Holy fucking shit. All right, so I'm gonna zoom out here. You can't even tell like how many objects there are because there's just so many. I've placed every single object down, more or less. I skipped some because some of them are just the same but flipped. There is so many, and the thing that I like the most is that you can actually place the monsters, like the bugs and the stuff like that. I think that's the coolest part of it. That is, for some reason, the party house. It's right here, just in the middle of nowhere, I guess. For some reason. I don't know why, it just is. Oh shit, there's like a mine. Can I go in there? There is. Yo, they got their own cave. Oh, but it's basically the same layout as the base game, and there's nothing special in here. Yippee. Okay, so what are my final thoughts on this? I think it does have its own problems. I think there should be some form of age restriction on this game anyway, just because of how much gore there is in the game. Ignoring that, because it's such a simple fix, and it probably will be fixed by the time this video even goes out, there are a couple of other issues that I see. One, being able to literally turn your entire character invisible. So for example, let's like make a new character. Let's make him completely invisible. So we can do that, and then we can just go to mains, get rid of his mains, get rid of his tail, get rid of his, oh wait, back to the mains, I gotta get rid of this too. It does seem to not allow you to make the eyelashes invisible, but I can make this damn near invisible because I can make that right there, and I bet it'll let me. Yeah, it will. And then I go in here. All you have to do is make sure that last number is a 1, and now you're invisible. You can just have an invisible character. Is that not an issue? Is that not a concern to anyone at all? Am I the only one that thinks having a completely invisible character not like does that not seem dangerous to anyone? Now, I don't know for sure fully what you would be capable of doing as an invisible player like that. And sure, other people like moderators or admins or something like that, surely they have something in place that just like highlights invisible players or something like that so they can see them. But and the fact that you still have a shadow is at least something, but it's so dangerous. I feel like it's very, I don't know how, I really don't know how to feel about it. It just encourages spying and spy stuff and stuff like that. It's just not a good look, really. It's such a bad look that I'm actually going to delete this character right now so that it's not on my account. I do like that you can make like certain limbs invisible, maybe your ears invisible, things like that. But being able to turn the entire thing invisible, it needs some work. To fix it, I guess, is just make it to where the eyelashes and the eyes and the eye whites, all that stuff, just don't have an invisibility slider. Just completely remove the transparency slider on the eyelash color and maybe the eye whites and eye color as well. At the very least, remove it from the eyelash color, because if you turn this to fully 0 and then hit save to try to play, it just resets it anyway. I know it just started. I know it just came out, but I feel like it's gonna have a few hurdles to go over because I don't know. I just feel like there's a couple of issues there that's gonna happen with that. Now, additionally, here is something else as well. Is there enough money behind Dust.town to sustain it? And that's an issue that I've talked about in depth before on the ultimate fate of custom servers. I made an entire video about how I think all custom servers will eventually die off, especially since they're not technically officially supported. That being said, let me know what your thoughts are on Dust.town. It did seem fun. It does need a lot of work. It is new, so I had to cut it some slack because some of these issues are super easy to fix. But let me know what you guys think in the comments below. And I know this video was long, but there's a lot to go over for this, I feel like. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please do consider liking, subscribing, sharing, and doing all of those wonderful things like that. Because when you do wonderful things like that, not only do you get access to wonderful content such as this, but you also get to become wonderful yourself. And I think we all want that. So do those wonderful things, and until next time, stay wonderful.